Give me 5 minutes and I'm going to teach you how to pray continually. Firstly, this is not about repeating the same thing over and over again in order for God to hear you. Because let me tell you something very important about prayer. Prayer does not change God, prayer changes us. Prayer aligns us with God's desires, with His will, with what He is doing on the earth, and allows us to adjust our perspective so that we could partner with His kingdom and begin to walk in the light of His love for everyone around us. Number 2, prayer is a state of being. Prayer is all about entering into a state where we are aware of Christ in us and us in Christ, where we realize there is absolutely zero separation between us and God. Separation is an illusion. We are in Him, He is in us, and we are all connected. This is a perspective that we must have in prayer, or else we are going to continue to feel as if we need to pray louder and pray longer in order for God to hear us. The truth is, prayer is all about a state of consciousness where you are aware of God's presence. So let me tell you something very powerful about this state. As you begin to practice God's presence and you realize that you are in His presence all the time, whether you feel it or not, whether you realize it or not, you will begin to notice things shift. And the truth is, you can live in a place where you are aware of that peace and that light and that love in your heart. Every one of us can. You can practice living in that sweet awareness. And I believe that even now as I'm talking about this, you'll begin to notice in your own heart that beautiful peace of God start to wash over you. And as you notice that peace throughout your day, you'll start to have a paradigm shift. It will change how you interact with people. It will change how you see yourself. It will change the kinds of decisions that you make. Because like I said, prayer is all about aligning with reality, with Christ in us and us in Christ. It is all about that state of being. We are all in a state of being. Some of us are very angsty. Some of us are very angry. Some of us are very upset at what's going on in our world today. And we're engaging with lower energies. But we don't have to operate in that place. We can operate in a higher state of consciousness where we are aware of God's peace and love, where we do more than just highlight the problem, but we actually partner with God to bring about a solution to that problem. And let me tell you, this changes the atmosphere. When you start to tap into that peace of God and you feel it in your own body, people around you will begin to notice that as well. People will begin to notice that you are living in a peaceful state of consciousness and might even come up to you and say, hey, what is different about you? What is it that you are doing? I've had this happen to me a couple of times. But the main thing is that you are practicing it in your own time and you are maybe waking up, just being still, and for 10 minutes noticing God's peace because He's already there. He's already in you and you're already in Him. As you notice that, it will shift your perspective. And you'll also begin to see that all those anxious worries and thoughts and cares will start to just dissipate in God's presence as you rest in His love for you. And you'll be able to walk lighter and live freer and happier and healthier because it actually affects your physical health as well. And there's science that backs this. People that are practicing meditation and beginning to see a physical difference in their bodies being healed of cancer and walking in health and abundance. Because this is something that is true of every human being. We can all connect with God. We can all pray. And you can pray all the time. You can pray all the time. So I hope that this video was informative and that it shed some light on this topic of prayer and living in that constant state of being. If this blessed you, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe and send this to someone that you think could be blessed by this as well. Thanks so much. Blessings to you.